What if I told you the absolute hottest real estate market of the next decade isn't in New York, London, or Tokyo? Seriously. Welcome to this explainer. Today we're breaking down a massive economic shift. We are going to look at how everyday people are treating digital content like prime real estate and literally building million-dollar empires right from their bedrooms.
Picture this for a second. Imagine buying a simple, empty patch of dirt in New York back in the 1920s. At the time, nothing special, right? Today, that exact same dirt is worth millions. Now, fast forward to 2026. The most valuable land in the world isn't physical anymore. It's digital. We're talking about your personal brand, a YouTube channel, a newsletter, a TikTok account. This digital real estate market is booming, and honestly, the best part? These plots of land are completely infinite. Think about what it takes to buy a physical apartment building. You need a massive down payment, excellent credit, and you're strapped with a heavy mortgage. But to build a digital business? Zero mortgage, no bank loan required. You don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars to get started. The barrier to entry has completely vanished. We've replaced financial capital with creative capital. Let's dive right into Part 1, the Great Wealth Shift.
For generations, wealth followed a painfully slow, entirely predictable formula. You go to school, get a secure job, save every penny, buy physical property, and then you just wait decades, cross your fingers, and hopefully retire wealthy. It was linear, it was slow, and it was heavily gatekept by the traditional banking system.
But the internet? Well, it completely flipped the script.
Today, attention is without a doubt one of the world's most valuable assets. Just think about it. Billions of people spend hours scrolling every single day. Companies are desperately competing for that attention because at the end of the day, attention equals sales. And wherever money follows attention, massive opportunity appears. Human attention is the new currency. So instead of renting out physical space to tenants, modern-day landlords monetize this attention across multiple streams. Ad revenue can pay out for years on a single video. Sponsorships sell prime real estate in a weekly newsletter. Then you add in premium memberships, digital products, and consulting. Creators aren't just making art anymore. They're building diversified holding companies. They own the asset, capture the attention, and essentially rent that attention out to the highest bidder. Which brings us to Part 2. Content is digital property. When you invest in physical real estate, you are strictly limited by geography. A building only serves one local street corner. But digital content, it has true global reach. It serves the entire internet. A single video might take a few days to create, but once it's published, it acts as a tireless digital asset, continuously generating leads and passive revenue without you having to lift another finger. A single piece of content can reach an audience in New York, London, Jakarta, Sydney, and Dubai, literally all at the exact same time. A physical building is stuck on its foundation. Your content, though, it's a global digital worker that doesn't sleep, doesn't ask for a raise, and definitely doesn't take vacations. That is exactly why treating content as a form of digital property is such a game changer for everyday investors. Now let's talk about the real magic here. Part 3, the creator compounding effect. Look, it starts small. Your very first video might only get, say, 100 views. And this is exactly where most people get discouraged and quit. They see a terrible return on investment for their time, but they are completely missing what's actually happening beneath the surface. You are pouring an invisible foundation. Because as you continue to publish, your 10th video might hit 1,000 views. You're starting to get traction. The algorithm is learning who you are, and you're building real trust with your own tiny corner of the internet. By your 100th video, you could be reaching 100,000 views. And it's not because that video is 1,000 times better than your first one. It's because every new piece of content strengthens everything that came before it. A viewer loves your new video and immediately goes back and binge watches your entire back catalog. Suddenly, your old digital properties are generating rent all over again. This creates what we call the content flywheel. More content creates more search visibility. That leads to more subscribers, which builds your credibility. That credibility triggers platform algorithms to push your content even further, resulting in massive business opportunities. You aren't pushing a boulder up a hill anymore, the boulder is rolling down the other side, picking up extreme speed. And this leads to a really powerful realization. Creators own portfolios. Just like real estate magnates own massive commercial properties, modern creators own vast libraries of digital assets. A creator with 500 videos isn't competing with a beginner. They're leveraging years of accumulated digital equity, where every single asset continuously produces value. Now, you might be feeling some tension, thinking you've already missed the boat. So let's jump into part 4, why it is still early. People falsely claimed YouTube was too saturated way back in 2015. They said podcasts were way too crowded in 2018. They claimed newsletters were done in 2021. Yet massive new creators emerge every single year. How is that possible? Because audiences don't follow platforms. They follow people. They are constantly craving authentic voices and fresh perspectives. Plus, technology is actively making it easier to claim your land. The barriers to entry are just gone. AI tools can do deep research in seconds. Editing software is incredibly intuitive now. And distribution? It costs exactly $0 to upload to these platforms. Creating content today is dramatically cheaper and faster than launching literally any traditional brick-and-mortar business. So what's the catch, right? Well, the real challenge is consistency. Technology isn't the filter anymore. Capital isn't the filter. Human psychology is the filter. Most people quit right at video number 3, right before that compounding flywheel actually catches momentum. The creators who win are simply the ones who keep building, week after week. Let's bring this all together. Conclusion: owning your digital land. The wealth builders of previous generations accumulated physical land. They fenced it off, built on it, and passed it down. But the wealth builders of today? They accumulate attention. Every article you publish, every single video you upload, you are actively developing your own digital real estate. Look, not every piece of content will go viral. But over time, your ideas compound into massive future income streams. Content is ownership. In the modern economy, content isn't just something you consume to pass the time anymore. It is an actual asset class. And ownership is exactly where modern wealth begins. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one absolutely crucial question to ponder. What digital property are you building today that could still be creating value 10 years from now? Are you just a renter of the internet, giving your attention away? Or are you ready to become a digital landlord? Start building, stay consistent, and let compounding do the rest. Thank you so much for joining me, and go lay your first digital bricks today.